Hello everyone and welcome. Hope you're all well. Right, moving on. Last time I showed you how to find your I2C address, because we're going to need that I2C address. Hopefully you've made a note of it for this video. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at OLED display. All right, and we're going to be looking at this one in particular. All right, it's a small one. It's 128 by 64 pixels, and the important thing is the pins. They're not the same on every device, and it's important that you check your pinouts. Okay, your pinouts for your display. They both have 4 pins. They all have 4 pins on this version. Some have more. Color ones have more. They all have a ground. They all have a 3.3 volts to 5 volts pin. Sometimes they're the opposite way round. They're not always the same way round. Then we got our serial clock and our serial data. Serial clock, serial data. Let me just show you a close-up of one. Now, I can't stress the importance of you checking your pinouts, because this one I got in my hand. Right, it's the first one I had and I blew it. All right, because I followed the schematic and the VCC and ground the wrong way round, and I blew it. All right, so let me just show you this one. Hopefully you can see. I've got ground, VCC, clock and data. All right, clock and data. Well, I got that ground and VCC round the wrong way. Okay, and it didn't end up very happy. So what I've done a drawing. Oh, just to let you guys know, when I do these schematics, they're done in a thing called excuse me, they're done in a thing called Fritig or something like that. And they it's a free piece of software, and I just draw them up really. It's quite easy to use. But anyway, so this is the circuit. Okay, this is the circuit. I've got my ground on this one, which is on the right hand side, goes to ground. I've got my VCC going to 3.3 volts. All right, and then I've got my let me just check it's the right way round. CL, my clock, going to pin 22 on the ESP32. Let me just quickly remind you of the pinouts. All right, as you can see, I've got my clock on 22 and my SDA, all right, my data going to 21. So my data going to 21, all right, data to 21. 22 clock, 21 data. Okay, got that. Take a look at that drawing, remembering yours may be different. Right, it's quite a code, but the first thing we've got to do is install some libraries. Okay, right guys, this is a long sketch. I'm going to crack on. You may want to stop halfway through, have a little break, but first things we've got to do is include some libraries. All right, And the first one is Adafruit GFX. All right, Adafruit GFX, and this is the one you want. Adafruit GFX library by Adafruit, version 1.11.1. Okay, just click the install button, same as here, and install that library. And the next one you need is SSD 1306. All right, and that will come up, and this is one you need, and it's version 2.5.7. all right, hopefully you remember how to get to your library management. All right, so once you've installed the libraries, we can then include them. All right, so hashtag include. All right, and it's greater, less than, and it's Adafruit. Oh, I can't even spell fruit anymore. Adafruit underscore GFX capitals .h. All right, and it's greater than, enter. Hashtag include space less than Adafruit underscore SSD 1306.h greater than. Okay, so that's both of our libraries. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to do a variable to include to create the display. All right, underscore SSD 1306. all right, 1306, and then display brackets on. Now here you put the size of your display. Mine's 128 by 64. all right, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter, enter. all right, then there's fonts we need to do, so it's hashtag include, okay, space less than, then it's font / free mono or mono capital, it's all bumpy text, okay, all bumpy text, bold. all right, bold, and then it's 12 points, PT for points, 7B. all right, .h greater than, enter. Include, hashtag include, space less than, and it's fonts. I've just realised that. Okay, not to worry. Fonts / free mono again, but this time we want it 9 PT 7B .h greater than. Okay, so it comes from fonts, not font. all right, so it's fonts. all right, for that one. Okay, now we have to do a variable. We have to create a variable to have something dynamic to show. all right, so int, we're going to call it variable 1. all right, semicolon, enter. all right, that is our variables. And now we're going to go to our setup. Hang on, I've got one missing. Variable, Adafruit, display, then include, fonts, include, fonts, variable 1. Okay, now we go to our setup. a setup. Things we want to happen only once. All right. Okay. Delay. Right, now we need this delay just so it gives the 100 milliseconds, come outside the brackets, semicolon. So it gives the display time to initialize. All right. Now, display. What I'm going to do, and it's a small D on the display. All right. I'm going to copy that because we're going to need display time and time again. All right. So display dot begin, brackets on, SSD 1306 underscore. Okay, switch, all capitals, switch, CAP VCC, comma, and this is where you need the your I2C address, 0 times 3C. Okay, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Control V, display. Okay, so that's our begin. Dot. Clear display. Okay, clear display, brackets on, brackets off, semicolons, come out, enter. Okay, Control V, display. Dot. Set. Color. Remember bumpy text, capital C on the color. Sorry, set. Text. Color. Set text color. Brackets on. All capitals, white. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. So we set our text color. Okay, we set our text color. Control V, display, dot set, rotation, capital R, brackets on, 0. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Control V, display, dot set, text, warp, or wrap, sorry, brackets on. We're going to set that to false. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Okay. By default, long lines of text are set to automatically wrap back to the leftmost column. To override this behavior, so text will run off to the right hand side of the display, useful for scrolling marquees effects. You know, like, I don't know if you've seen on a bus where you're going down the road and on the bus you see the destination and it marquees across, it scrolls across. Okay, we use the text wrap false. All right, the normal wrapping behavior is restored if we was to put that back to true. All right, so Control V, dot dim, brackets on, and we're going to set that to 0. Come outside the brackets, semicolon. All right, let's bring this up a bit. And that's the end of our setup. Okay, that's the end of our void setup. What we're going to do now is we're going to go on to our loop. Things we want to happen time and time again. Just making sure, okay, I've got the right amount of entries. Okay, yeah, it looks cool to me. All right, let's go to the void loop. Things we want to happen time and time again. Right, lots of displays in here, so get ready. So it's our variable. All right, plus plus. All right, semicolon. What that does is increase variable by 1. If brackets on. Okay, variable 1 equals 0. Right, sorry, I don't know what I'm cracking up here. Okay, if variable 1 is a greater than 150, come outside the brackets, no semicolon, enter, curly brackets on, enter. All right, variable 1 variable 1 equals 0, semicolon. Come down again. Okay, let's come outside the curly brackets. Let's put a bit of space. So come outside the curly brackets. Enter. All right. Now, what we need is char, string, square brackets 10, square brackets off, semicolon, enter. Okay, and enter. And DTOS TRF, right, which is a variable. We want to make variable 1, okay, variable 1 a string. This is what we're doing here. Brackets on, variable 1, comma 3, comma space 0, comma space string. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Now we're going to start our displays. Okay, so Control V for display, dot clear, display, capital D, brackets on, brackets off, semicolon, enter. Set the font, Control V, dot set font. All right, set font, and it's brackets on, and free mono, a free mono 9PT 7B. Come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. Control V. Display dot set text size. Again, remember your bumpy text, 0. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Okay, so that sets the text size. We are using a custom font, so you should always use the text size of 0. All right. So now we're going to display the set cursor. Control V. Dot set cursor. All right, and I did it wrong. Capital C on the cursor. Brackets on. and it's 0, comma, space 10. Come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. And now we want to print a line. We want a print a line, text or value to print. Control V, dot print line. And for line, it's LN. All right. Brackets on, quotes, hello. Okay, come outside the quotes, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Let's come down a bit. So we've done that. We've done the hello. We're going to draw a triangle. Control V, dot, draw triangle. Capital T on the triangle. Brackets on. Right, and it's 40, comma, 40, comma, space, space, 50, comma, 20, comma, space, space, 60, comma, 40, comma, space, capitals, white. Come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. Control V, display. So that's our triangle. That's our triangle. We're now going to do a fill triangle. So display, dot, fill triangle. Brackets on. Okay, and that's 0, comma, 63, comma, space, space, 15, comma, 20, comma, space, 15, 45, comma, space, space, 30, comma, 63, okay, comma, space, white, again, for the colour. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. All right, and then we're going to draw a line. Okay, so it's a display, comma, draw a line, capital L on the line, brackets on, and then we want that 40, comma, space, 63, comma, space, 70, comma, space, 63, comma, space, white. All right, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Next, display, dot, draw a circle. Brackets on. Remember your bumpy text, capital C on the circle, and it's a 47, comma, space, 36, comma, space, 20, comma, space, white. Come outside the brackets, semicolon. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Control V. And now we're going to draw a filled circle. Display. Oh, I've just done display. Dot. Fill circle. Okay, brackets on. And the numbers for this are 12, comma, space, 27, comma, space, 10, comma, space, white. Come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. Control V, display. We're going to do a rectangle now. Dot fill. A filled rectangle. All right. Round. Sorry. Have I done the circle? Yeah. Round. Rect. The rectangle. Okay. Brackets on. And it's 58, comma, space. Let me make sure I'm in the right place. Done the circle. Fill round rectangle. 58, comma, space. 0, comma, space. 18, comma, space. 18, comma, space. 5, comma, space. White. Come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. Right. So we've done the fill rectangle. Display. Dot. And draw rectangle. We're just going to draw a rectangle. So draw rect. Again, bumpy text. Brackets on. And the values are 79, comma, space, 0, comma, space, 49, comma, space, 27, comma, space, and again, white. Come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. Okay, Control V, display, dot. We're now going to set another font. Brackets on. And a free mono bold. This is referring up to the top. Free mono bold. It's 12 PT, 7B. Okay, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Now we need to print variables with left alignment. Okay, display, set cursor, capital C on the cursor. Remember your bumpy text, brackets on. 83, comma, space, 20. Come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. Display, dot. Okay, we now need to text or value to print. Okay, so display dot print line. Print line is with ln, brackets on, variable 1. Okay, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. All right, nearly there, guys, nearly there. Let's come down a bit. Right, display. Dot. Draw round rectangle. And it's RECT for rectangle. Brackets on. And it's 79, comma, space, 37, comma, space, 49, comma, space, 27, comma, space, 8, comma, space, white. Come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. Okay. Now we need to print some variables with the right alignment. Okay. Control V. Dot. Where am I? Okay. Set cursor. capital C on the cursor. Okay, and that's brackets on. It's 83, comma, space 57. Come outside the brackets, command, semicolon, enter. And then we need to print the string, Control V, dot print line, LM for line, brackets on, string. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. And then finally, Control V, dot Control V, display dot display, brackets on, brackets off, semicolon. And there we go. Then come down here. This is the end of the loop. All right. This is the end of the loop. Well, I'm hoping that everything's going to be okay, but you never know. You never know. I'm sure we've got some issues. Long code like this. And let's upload a... Excuse me. Let's compile it first. Let's see what issues we got. Right. So, let me come up here. Right. Include greater than fonts. No such file or directory. Okay, let's make sure we've done that ready. Free mono bold 12 PT. I've put 12 OT. 12 PT 7D. 7B. Not D. 7B. Okay, and let's try again. 7B. Now I think. Let's hope we didn't do that down the bottom. Remember where we had to put the font in somewhere? No, B. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Set text. Right, I can see that already. I can see that without even checking. Okay. Try again. Come on, baby. Come on. Don't this video's gone on long enough, hasn't it? So we just need to get this done. Come on. Okay, just give it a few more minutes. Come on, come on. It's a big sketch. It's a big sketch. So void loop. Variable 1. Ah, there we go. See? Variable 1. Straight away, saw it straight away. Plus plus semicolon. You never know, we might get past in a minute. We might get past. Fingers crossed, everybody. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Dearie dear. Pardon me. I can't feel. Oh dear. Very. Nearly got there. We nearly got there. Typo there. Variable. Variable 1. Okay, it's going through the sketch. So hopefully we should be hunky-dory and good to go this time, because I can't see anything else wrong. Okay. So I know this has been a long old video. Spelling again. bed in again. Let's make sure it's okay. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about this. We'll get there. We'll get there. Hopefully you had a break halfway through. But I just wanted to crack on. Crack on. It's working. I have had it working once, so just my bad typing. Okay. Just a reminder, I don't know if you've got your kits or anything. I've got a couple of links below where you can get your kits from. So add your modules and components. Okay. Oh, fingers crossed. The old compiling's going up. And yep, we're downloading. Okay. Let me press. Come on. Right. We're downloading. Let's go to overhead, see what happens. And there we go. And there we go. I know it's upside down. But as you can see, we've got the triangles, we've got the lines, the circles, the filled triangle, sorry, the filled circle, the filled rectangle. And we've got our numbers, and we've got the hello, Oh, right, okay, great. I don't want to keep you here too long. Yeah, so when you're doing it, hopefully you had a break, all right? Please don't forget, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, okay? And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.